I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
Body to be global. And we ain't playing with you.
I still remember when I first heard. It was crazy, the shit really struck a nerve. I really couldn't sleep, I was lost for words. They threw the sink at us, they threw a bunch of curves. In the beginning, a lot of us learned they really ain't friends. They just left Kenneka to burn. They wasn't even concerned. That's the reason our people should learn. Risa gotta be hurt. So think about this shit was yours. Another life taken too soon. It's not about black and white when it's a blue moon. J4K is the movement, and we can't let no motherfuckers try to ruin it. You don't believe what you're doing here, and you will never hear me speak on no foolishness. Cause we all want justice. I'm fed up, I had enough of all the tough shit. Stand up, why don't you show us some love? He was one of us, and I'm still gonna keep making the fuss. We waking them up, we make them level it up. They really devilish, guess they thought that we would give it up. No sir, not me, I'm in it for the ride. Ain't no faking by me. Rest in peace to Kenneka. On God, we ain't leaving. J4K. Hey, salute to all the J4K community, man. John Q, IHQ, 54 Keys, Cloyd, Chaos Sector, Koreans Harris, yeah, Clark Avenue, Amp Easy, hell of a chick, straight draw, Her Divine Light, Beach Beauty, Brown Eyes, Humongous D, Candace Starr, Duke Murdoch, Scoop Game, Unfair, okay. Shout out to Rebel TV. Truth for reality. What happened? Watch out, squad. What's good, fam? Money Stacks TV. Oh, the rapper. What's good, homie? And definitely I want to say rest in peace to Zach TV. And anybody I might have missed, forgive my mind. Cause my heart in the right place. Remember that. Y'all stay focused. Use logic. And all that messy shit, keep it out the door. Boss play, I'm gone. Rest in peace, Kenneka. J4K.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Kenneka Jenkins discussion, case discussion, I should say. It's been a minute since I've done one of these lives. I be watching a lot of videos, see a lot of newcomers, and they just won't let it go. So, you know, I respect that. And I salute everybody that's in it for the right reason. A lot of people, you know, just left it alone. There's some solid YouTubers out there that's still doing it. And then there's some solid YouTubers that, you know, just left it where they feel it should be. You know what I'm saying? Because this case right here is one of the weirdest cases, along with the Kendrick Johnson case, which, 10 years later, the case has been reopened. So why can't Kenneka Jenkins' case be reopened? You know, talk to Chloe, she feel like it'll never be reopened. It's just like closing your mind to what you see because you feel what you see is correct. That's one thing I will never do. I always stay open-minded when it comes to any content creator that I feel is in it for the right reason. If they provide anything to me, I'm gonna listen. If I've researched what they're telling me and I feel it's not correct, I'm not gonna down you. I just want you to tell me your proof on how you came up with what you came up with. I never disrespect nobody. So with that being said, first and foremost, welcome. This is a case discussion, and they can get a little messy, but not here. You feel me? Everybody's opinion is respected, and I will listen to it. Don't ever down nobody because of what they think. But before you speak, make sure you have solid proof that backs up your theory. You know? Because this section of YouTube just really went left. It was disappointing because we know there are some YouTubers out here, and I don't speak names, I'm not going to even give you a platform, here so people go check you out, you know. But there are people out there that just do it for the dollar. And I on this video, I do not put send donations to me because this is not about that. If you send anything to me, you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. I'm not asking for anything on the Kenneka Jenkins case. Never that. Never that. But if you're new to my channel, I know most of the people that's in here, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know me for a long time through YouTube, which I've been doing this for a while. I've been on this case since day one. I didn't start doing videos on day one, but I've been following it since day one. So I got one of my mods in here. I didn't think she would be here, but I appreciate her for stopping through. I don't know how long she's gonna be here, but K Money, she know how I rock. You get wrong, you get gone. You know what I'm saying? But let me run through my chat. Shout out to all my people in here. Chosen One and his girl Spawn. What's going on? Appreciate you. Appreciate the kind words, man. I'm gonna be back on this case now. You know, I'm trying to slow down on the music because like my next 3 projects are done. I don't need to do too much music anymore. So I will be doing some case studies, whether it's Kenneka, Orrin West, Orson West, you know, Summer Wells. Try to get back on my Grizzy. You feel me? But what up, man? Mama J's in the building. What's going on? Mama J's in the building. Definitely. We're almost at 4 years, people. 4 years. And they closed this case, what, October 2017? Something like that. Or it could have been in December. I can't remember the exact date, but I will tell you this. They closed it entirely too fast. And I think with that being the case, a lot of people felt like Rosemont PD is covering shit. You know, we all have our theories and feelings about certain things. When it comes to this case, and that doesn't make you stupid if it's wrong, it's what you see. What you see with your eyes is what you see. Nobody can tell you different. But once the truth is presented, then you have to accept the truth. Don't prolong a theory that has been proven wrong. And there's a lot. I've been wrong on several things that I've seen. I've been corrected. And there's a way that you can correct someone without being rude. Always remember that. Always remember that. What up, Gary? Appreciate you for sliding. Appreciate that. Young Elder, the Truth Seeker. What's going on? What's going on, fam? What else in here? We got Marvin Atkins. What's going on, homie? All the way from Pittsburgh. I'm down here in Georgia, homie. All the way. I'm a Georgia boy. City of Ahmaud Arbery. Which salute to K Money, who is on that case right now, putting out the info. They have indicted Jackie Johnson, the DA, the former DA, who was doing some foul ass shit. So salute to K Money for keeping that going. I'll probably be on that case as well. And there's nothing wrong with teaming up with anybody. You know, I'm willing to work with anybody on any case, as long as you're doing it for the right reason. And I know K Money is. K Money don't play that shit. She wants justice, goddammit. So salute to K Money. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link to the chat, to the panel. I was kind of sketchy about doing it, but I know everybody will be respectful of it. So when we get started talking about the case tonight, if you have an opinion, you can always click that link, which I just dropped. And also, if you're one of those people who don't or can't work StreamYard, I also have a chat line that you can call. I'm going to drop that in here as well. Just make sure that you are respectful of anybody that could be on the panel with you. You know what I'm saying? We can't be here talking for days. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So just want to put that out there. Everybody will be respected here. What up, Timothy? Novella's in the building. What's good? What's good? People's following through. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. The Lioness. Rain. He's in the building. What's going on? Unconditional Love is in the building. Peace and blessings to you as well. Who else? I think I hollered at Gary already. Fresh Source TV. Yeah, she's a vet. She's been on this case. That's family right there. I fucks with her. Yeah. She know how we rock. Yeah, Mama J. I think I hollered at Mama J. Who else? We got Aiden Muhammad. Salute. I appreciate you for sliding through. And anybody know me, man, I don't do this for clout, because what I like to do is get your opinions as well. It's not about just what I think. Of course, I'm going to provide you with my ideas and how I feel about the case, but don't necessarily mean I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So always keep your mind open when it comes to a case like this, because when you become closed-minded, you eliminate any other possibility that could exist that could be actually the fucking truth. Always remember that shit. For real. Yeah. All right. Just making sure I don't miss nobody. Marie 722 is in the building. MC, what's going on, MC? How you feeling? Also, last but not least, so far we got Sharon Jones. Good evening. Yes. I actually seen that video on Chloe's page. Shamaya did get shot, but she's expected to be fine. I think she had surgery. I didn't get a chance to research it myself. And that's another thing. Always do your own research. Because even if I say something, if I do something, or tell you something, you gotta believe me. Do your own research. But yes, I did hear about Shamaya getting shot. Hope the young lady rehabs well and overcome the shooting. I don't know what happened, why it happened, because like I said, I didn't watch the whole video because I was trying to prepare for this live. But I did click on Chloe's video to check out to see what happened. I was praying that the young lady didn't get killed. But if you would like to share valid information about that, feel free to come up here and talk to me. Tell the people. My panel is for you all just as well as for me. You feel me? All right. Jacqueline Alvarez, thank you for sliding through. Yeah, it's been going on 4 years. All right, so if you haven't seen my last two videos, I'm going to show them tonight to catch anybody up on what we're going to be talking about tonight. And we're going to do that first and foremost. And I'm going to start with the first one I did, which I believe was the Magical Hallways. So just bear with me. I'm going to play that video first, and we're going to chop it up about that video, which will lead into the next video, which is Sleeping Beauty. If you haven't watched it, here's your opportunity now. So sit back, enjoy the live. Your participation is welcome and wanted. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. Here is the Magical Hallway. I named it that for a reason. You'll see why. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, but I got a lot of stuff going on this case. So tonight, what I'm going to do is revisit a part of that night
on September the 9th, where it just don't make sense. Even listening to different stories from different party goers, of course the friends, as well as any YouTube content creator that I respect. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to start at the point where Kenneka supposedly went to sleep. Let's do it.
What made her exit that room? They was finna go. Monifa like, we finna leave. They picked her up.
So she like wasted now?
Yeah, she on the bed, sleep now. Now she sleep. She by my sister sleep.
Was anybody touching her while she was asleep?
No, before this, she came at me like, Irene, you ain't finna turn up. This how you gonna be on your birthday? My sister called over there. She fall right into the lamp. Boom.
Damn, she injured herself.
No, she ain't injured herself. She just fell to the lamp, like stumped to. They, ooh, yeah. I'm like, ooh, yeah, you is drunk. She lay on the bed. My sister put her right there. She go to sleep. Monifa pick her up. And this time, I'm guessing they finna go. Monifa pick her up.
Right.
Now they finna go. Monifa and them leave out the room. They enter it, like, to get her phone. Mike, like, give me her phone. I'm like, y'all finna go. She here. Come me and Monifa like, Kenneka gone. Kenneka gone.
Whoa, hold on. How did she just leave?
In these seconds, that's what I'm saying.
She fell into the lap.
Okay, she sleep for a little minute, like 5 minutes later, here come Monifa pick her up. They can leave. Monifa, I got her phone though. This with the music playing off her phone.
Off who phone?
Kenneka phone.
Okay.
So I hear her phone. I give me her phone. Y'all finna leave. We finna leave. She like, Mike, like, yeah, we is finna leave. Next thing you know, I'm like, unhook the Bluetooth then. Me and my Monifa from there, like, she missing. Oh, she missing.
This kind of hard to fathom. So she accidentally bumped the lap. Boom. She said, "We finna leave. Let's get grab her phone."
Before she hit the lamp, she hit the lamp, bed, sleep. She sleep on the bed.
Right.
Monifa come pick her up.
So Monifa took her outside the room.
Yeah.
Who came back for the phone?
Right. Both of them left the room with her.
Okay. So she's in the hallway with Monifa.
Yeah. Okay. But they realized she ain't got her phone, the keys, nothing. They just.
So now they come back get her
to get the stuff. That
so okay. So everybody.
You can't leave without her keys all on.
Exactly.
You can't. How you gonna drive?
We in her mama's car.
Yeah.
Monifa and
Mike came back in the room for the phone. And they like, give me a phone. Give me her phone. I'm like, y'all gonna leave Mike? She like, yeah. And they come back in again. Kenneka gone.
What?
Kenneka gone.
How'd she go? We got the keys in my phone.
That's what I'm like. How she going that fast though? That's what I'm saying, y'all. Just literally, just like.
Now, I'm pretty sure y'all listened just like I did. First thing she said was they left out the room. Then she said they enter it, right? And then the next time she said Shamaya came back in the room, and then Monifa came in behind her and said Kenneka was missing. Then the next time she explained the story, Zach actually led her to say they. Now, you can blame it on the way they talk all you want to, and that's fine. But this information is very important because this way everything get distorted as far as the timeline and what happened to Kenneka after she left the room. Just remember this. They told Miss Teresa at first they left her in the lobby. Then they told her they left her by the elevator. Which one was it, ladies? I think we're going to stop right there for the night. Because y'all know me, I don't like to take too much of your time.
All right. So right now we focusing on the magical hallway. You feel me? No. Hold on. All right, so first and foremost, let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all feel? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel that they both came back in the room together. Or put a 2 in the chat if you feel like Shamaya came in, then Monifa came in. Because that's very important. It's very important. And if you hear her speak, she switched it up every time she went from Maya today, Maya today. That's important because if you think that I'm going to believe that Shamaya walked in that goddamn room by herself, then Monifa come in there and say Kenneka missing, then where the hell did she go while you were standing out there with her? Now, in the next video, you're going to hear Monifa say something a little bit different, but it does go with Shamaya walking in that room. All right, so we got a bunch of 2s in here. All right. Got 1, 1. All right. All right. Cool. I respect everyone's opinion. The only thing that makes this case so difficult is Chloe would say it's the way they talk. They say one thing but mean another. I can understand that in a sense because you notice that when they talk, they be like, I, and they be like, she. That's how they start out their sentence. When they having a conversation about something that 2 people talked about, they put I in front of it. And they be like, then she, then I. Like, who the fuck talk like that? But I don't think that has anything to do with, okay, who the fuck came in the room? Did both of them come in the room? Or did one of them come in the room? Now, we know eventually Monifa did come in the room, and that's when she said, Kenneka missing. You feel me? That it just, I know a lot of people will say, well, you know, they was drinking, they was on pills and all that. Oh, yeah, I can understand that. But you telling the story. That's very important. You know, I don't give a damn how drunk you are. Anything dramatic that happens when you are intoxicated, you don't forget that shit. Trust me, I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. What's up, cuzzo? All right. I'm rocking with y'all. Okay, we got mostly 2s. I'm rocking with that. So, Mama J, you think they went in there together? Okay. All right. Let's check out, see if any more comments. And K Money is dropping the link to the chat line. You just call it from your cell phone. It'll ring, and I'll answer and bring you on. They won't see you, of course. But if you want to come on the panel, voice your opinion, or tell us anything that you think we should know, you can come on the panel just by clicking that link, that StreamYard link that's being dropped. So remember that. All right. Okay, is that Stash? Okay, look like Stash Sims. I think they needed Chirac. They need a Chirac interpreter with them. They might understand. Hey, you know what? It's funny, but you got a point. Because sometimes it is kind of hard to understand how they speak in Chicago. No diss to nobody in Chicago. They just talk different. That's just real. Wow, I don't know if I pronounced that. Is that Melissa? If I'm wrong, I apologize. Melissa says, I can look at my damn phone. I know I'm doing it. Letting people know Shamaya was shot and alive, but she got shot. I don't know. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I don't have no details either, but we do know she did get shot. But she will survive. And didn't Shamaya move to Atlanta? Or is she still in Chicago? I thought she moved to Atlanta. You know, sometimes they be lying. I don't know. But that's what I heard. Mama J say simultaneously is the word I need to use. like walk back and in, bang, bang, one after another. From how I see it and how I feel, because matter of fact, let me just show that. I think they spoke on this in the next video. So let me go ahead and show that one. And I think y'all will get a better understanding on why I'm going with what I'm going with. All right, so here is the next video. This is I think this one is Sleeping Beauty. Remember this statement right here. Look what he said. Just pay attention what he just said. I'm going to read this real quick and we're going to continue. He stated that he remembers approximately around 3 o'clock, Kenneka and her two friends, Shamaya and Monifa, were getting ready to leave the party and walked out of the room. A few seconds later, only one name he mentioned, and we got to know that Shamaya walked back in looking for Kenneka's phone. Remember that. did this one say? He stated he saw blank and blank in the hotel room. They were telling, no, excuse me, I apologize, I went too far. Stated that Kenneka, Shamaya, and Monifa leaving the hotel room together and stated she saw blank and blank come back inside the hotel room. Come back inside. Blank and blank came back. So that got to be Shamaya and Monifa. So this statement seems like he's saying both of them came back in the room together. That's my assumption. Could be wrong. We're going to continue.
She was laying on me. Damn. They took her when she took her off the bed drunk. She was laying on me. She was laying on me. She said, come on, you lose sleep. Fuck that. You still partying with us. And then after you say, Kenneka missing, then Shakara say, Irene, Kenneka really not up in here. I looked around. She walking back in the room with me. I didn't think to look back to see if she was behind me. I'm drunk as hell. But when I seen she wasn't behind me, we started looking for her. And I'm going to say that that's my fault because I'm always on alert. But I was drunk as hell that day. And I wasn't on my P's and Q's. I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't none of that. Her steady saying Monifa, it's Monifa's fault. She was the last one with her. I might have been the last one with her. But I ain't killed my best friend. I know that much. And everybody always talking about what happened. What happened? I don't know what happened to her. I can only know what I remember. The fuck? When she went in that room with us, I'm thinking like, let's go look for her. She probably somewhere sleep on the couch or somewhere. She went in the car. But I guarantee you not. Me, Shamaya, and Riri, we looked for her. We was in places we weren't even supposed to be. I know we weren't supposed to leave that hotel, but her mother asked us. When she went in that room with us, I'm thinking like, let's go look for her. She probably somewhere sleep on the couch or somewhere. She went in the car. But I guarantee you not. Me, Shamaya, and Riri, we looked for her. We was in places we weren't even supposed to be. I know we weren't supposed to leave that hotel, but her mother asked us to.
What I heard, I feel somebody in there doing it by herself. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I was, maybe I am, maybe I am. You know, some everything I already listen. You know it, and all of the things. So, I don't know how long it took to come in and go. I don't know how long but realized Kenneka wasn't with her. Uh-oh, I'm having audio issues. Hold on.
And we ain't playing with you.
Yeah! J4K! J4K! Fuck nigga, I ain't playing with you. Understand what I'm saying to you. Bitch nigga, I'm a man nigga. I swear to God, if that was my child, I'd tear the whole motherfucking city down. And fuck rap, this way past that. I swear to God, I wanna take your ass to the back and put his ass in the deep freezer. That's where your ass need to be, bro. Kenneka! We love you and we need you. It's Jenkins. It's me and my people. And anybody who got a problem with it, bring your ass to the bottom, nigga. That's why I got him, nigga. Fuck, Roseman. Fuck, Roseman.
This isn't beneficial.
We know what they did to her, and it really hurt. J4K, yeah. Let's get it. Justice haven't even been served, like they don't even work. J4K, yeah. Let's get it. I remember the time, I still remember the line, I still remember the crime. Remember this shit was a crime. Let's take it back to the night. Let's take it back to that night. The night that they did her wrong. We still trying to make it right. We know she put up a fight. Got the nerve to say she walked through a freezer. We don't believe, not me and my people. Fuck Rosemont. We know them fuckers evil. Hey, Monique. Bitch, we know that you been creeping. You say you left her in the hallway. She was just sleeping. I guess she powered up and she decided to leave it. Please. Your whole story see-through. I'm not dumb, I don't believe you. It's too weak, boo. You and Bree, Shamaya on TV. You chicks are the weak links, riding with the PD. Hey, sorry, Irene, we don't fuck with you either. You lie too much, you ain't nothing but a heathen. We know what they did to her, and it really hurt. J4K, yeah. Let's get it. Justice haven't even been served, like they don't even work. J4K, yeah. Let's get it. J4K, yeah. J4K, let's get it.
Body to beat global. And we ain't playing with you.
I know some of you said you can hear me now, but I just want to confirm. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. 2 if you can't hear me. I don't know what the hell happened, but I guess the audio started acting stupid. All right, cool. All right, so what I was saying, I don't know if you heard me or not, but when we was listening, Monifa confirmed, at least for me, that she was the last one to see Monifa, even though she said maybe. Ain't no goddamn maybe. You know you was the last one in the hallway with her. But the question is, how long did it take for you to actually go inside? And the second question is, when you went inside the first time, I'm assuming you went back out. I don't know. Is that when you said Kenneka's missing? Because you was just in the fucking hallway with her. How the fuck would she disappear right in front of your face? So, thinking logically, because she also said in her live, when I walked in, I noticed Kenneka wasn't behind me. But then she said that's when we went to go look for her. No, that ain't how it happened. Because Shamaya didn't know she was missing. You came back in and told everybody that she was missing. So what was it? Explain that. You know? It's like they're trying to leave parts out so nobody can pinpoint certain things. You feel what I'm saying? Think about it. If you're telling the truth, this is what my mom always taught me. You never have to remember shit, because you're going to tell what you know to be true, right or wrong. Come on with the games, man. Come on with the games. So, now let's go back to the fact that Irene and her sister said that she was asleep. I gave you 3 statements. Of course, one of them was Irene's statements. The other was a couple other party goers. Irene didn't mention anything about her being asleep in her statement. Neither did any of the other statements. Did they leave that part out? That's important information. It's very important. Because I focus on this part of that night because that would tell you what really happened. Where did she go? Did she just walk off by herself? Was there anybody else in that hallway waiting on her? That brings up those type of questions. Because in one of the statements, one of the guys said we were playing dice near the entrance of the door. Was that inside or outside? See where I'm going? Now, let me check my chat out. I don't want to leave nobody comment out. What's going on, kings and queens? Novella's in the building. What's going on? Quad, what's going on? Aiden's in the building. I think I already spoke to you. Okay. Yes, Chloe. I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you. I knew you'd be here eventually. I don't know why it's like that, Chloe. I don't know. Sometimes I get noticed for yours as well. Sometimes I don't. So I just have to, if I pop up on YouTube, that's when I notice that you live. But I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They be hating, I guess. It's them racial bots. But anyway, so when she was either asleep or just ready to go. Now, my homie, I know, and she in the building, great timing. My homie feel like, and I was on my Chloe, that they was kind of being mean to Monifa. And Kenneka was just ready to go. So if she was able to just walk out by herself, she should have been able to walk back in, even though she said, I don't want to go back in there, I'm ready to go home. Because remember, they said she sat down outside the hallway with her knees to her chest and her head to her knees. She said, I don't want to go back in there. Okay, that's when Shamaya said, I'll go back in and get your keys and your cell phone. All right? So, Shamaya go back in there. Monifa stayed behind. Shamaya's having this conversation with Irene, like, hey, we finna go. I don't know how much time it took for Monifa to come in there and tell them that Kenneka was missing. But what she said again, I'm gonna repeat this, guy. I want y'all to remember. She stated, I came in, looked behind me, and realized Kenneka wasn't behind me. So did she turn around and go back out the room to see what Kenneka was doing and didn't see her at that time? And then came back in the room and said, hey, Kenneka's missing. That would make sense to me if we're trying to find out exactly how it happened. But they don't say it like that. Never have they said it like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it makes you wonder why they just leave out important details. And then some of the statements are somewhat different from what they say in these lives. And then, you know, what they put on Facebook, which you really don't know who fucking typing on Facebook because they got so many damn fake profiles of these young ladies. You never know. So y'all tell me what you think. Do you think Kenneka just got up after Monifa went inside? You think she just got up and ran to the elevator? Because I also remember Shamaya said when they came out the room, she looked at the elevator. She ain't seen no numbers moving. That's what she said, right? Then, also remember this. They told Teresa at first they left in the lobby. Then they said they left about outside by the elevator. But remember what Monifa said on her little live I just played a minute ago? She said, I don't know, maybe she went to the car. Maybe she was on the couch sleep. I'm assuming she's talking about in the lobby. But if you left her outside or if you left her in the lobby, yeah, that would be the first place. But when the fuck did you see her go to the lobby? Because somebody just asked that question. Where the fuck were they for an hour? Because we really didn't see them. We didn't see them look immediately. I know I didn't. Go back to Irene live. What she said. Bitch, you ain't even go back out there and look for her immediately. That's what Irene said. You kept partying. And what we see on the footage, that makes sense because what time was it? Cause I know you're in the building. What time was it they hit that lobby that we seen them hit the lobby? When it close like to 4 o'clock or something like that. You want to come up here, the link in the chat too. Check out this chat. I think I might have that video. And what time was that, Chloe? Give me 1 second. I'll sit tight. We're going to break this shit down. All right, so we're going to look at this little video. It's pretty much the elevators when she came off the elevators to give you the time frame on when she actually got off the elevator. Now, I remember a lot of people said it was around 3 o'clock when they was leaving, but I definitely feel it was a little bit after 3. For those who feel like it was 2 something, I mean, you got to go with the statements. When you come up with your own ideas or your own theories, you got to have proof. But this is the time that she actually got off the elevator. So if it was a little bit after 3, this would make sense to me, right? Hopefully it makes sense to you. All right. The time was very, very tricky. And I know a lot of people feel like it was done on purpose. I was one of them. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Because I was one of the ones who felt like it was 12:13 when they got to the damn hotel. But you got to look at what time they left the house and what they had to do before they got to the hotel. That's what made 1:13 sound more logical to me than 12. Because when you feel some type of way, you have to go back and look at the statements, listen to everything everyone that's involved in this case says, and then put it together and then say, okay, this makes more sense than this. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of YouTubers going to give you their ideas or their vision or what they feel, and you just can't run with that shit. And no disrespect or no goddamn hate toward nobody, but it has to be logic over feelings on anything, because your feelings will blur the truth and you'll just overlook it. But we know some people just use this young lady's case as fucking entertainment, and you sick for that too. Appreciate it. That's that J4K, man. I love that background too, man. I would never get rid of that background. So, with what we've heard so far and what we've seen compared to what you already know about this case, I'm waiting on you, Chloe. Who do you think had to do with Kenneka's death? And we're going to stop right here in this time frame because that's where shit went to hell. Now, I can show you all the goddamn video footage of her walking through the hallways, but I know y'all done seen that shit about 30,000 times. It's been almost 4 years. Ain't nothing really changed. You got some people who feel like, that's not Kenneka walking in the hallways. Well, who the fuck is it? You feel me? They say, she's thicker in that video. Yeah, I agree. She damn sure do look thicker. And it is possible, because if you look at those elevator buttons, you got L, then you got LL. Being that she was intoxicated, it's possible that she hit the wrong one. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know y'all seen the picture of Shamaya and Monifa when they took that picture in the elevator. Does that look like they was concerned at all, looking for Kenneka? Fuck no. And that's why they look like suspects instead of some friends who were concerned. Y'all welcome Chloe to the building. What's going on, Chloe? Yep.
I got robot 12 in the lab, I guess. I don't know. They're gonna let me up.
They wouldn't let you up.
The computer wasn't letting me up. Yeah.
They hating on you. So what time was it that we actually seen them start looking for Kenneka?
3.
Can't hear you.
3:52.
3:52. All right, we saw her get off the elevator at 3:24. So it took them damn near 30 minutes to actually start looking for her. And you heard just like I heard when Irene said they didn't immediately go and look for her, right?
From where we see them actually walking, looking, yes.
So now I don't know if you got that footage where you can actually hear Kenneka say something to one of the young ladies about quit messing with Monifa. Do you have that by any chance?
Oh, the Irene's 2020.
Yeah, so it was only said when she went live. We don't hear that nowhere in none of the lives that they did at the party, right?
The live was already finished. Everybody's live was finished when she said that. So it's in the 2020 live. Her sister said it.
So, and I understand your thoughts about her just leaving because of that reason or sleep. I think a lot of people don't feel like Kenneka went to sleep, but it was stated in her live, against her video, what she did with Zach, and then they also said it in her 2020 live. But nobody else said that shit. Can you tell me why is it like that? Nobody else said it.
I can't help the way they talk. I keep telling you. But I mean, in all honesty, what I've noticed with these people, these young adults, is they could say that she laid down and went to sleep, and maybe she just laid down to rest her eyes for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
That type of thing, yeah. Because you ain't nobody gonna fall asleep for 5 minutes.
Now, that statement that we was viewing on your channel, well, I think it was Dwayne. What's his last name?
Anderson.
Now that was
Wayne
the one who had.
Wayne.
That was the one whose statement said he was by the entrance of the door playing shooting dice, right?
Yeah, the first yes. That first one we looked at, it was Wayne Anderson's, yes.
So were they inside the room or outside the room?
Let me look up his number. I'll call him and ask him.
You asshole.
Because it didn't say. But now if you look at TY's live, there is somebody sitting between the bathroom and the door of the room, which is that little cubbyhole closet like thing. There's somebody sitting on the floor there that appears could be little Ty, looking at the body shape, because they're wearing it looks like an Adidas outfit.
You said a person, right?
Well, he only hands far enough over to catch the edge, the elbow, and the knee of the person, that type of thing.
Yeah, because when you're shooting dice, most likely it's going to be at least 2 people. Yeah, and it's going to be multiple people. And when we saw Ty walk in that area, of course, we seen the females that was in front of him, and it was like his back was to a wall, and like the door was to his right, or was his back? Yeah, so it's not a lot of room in that little area for them to be shooting dice right there.
I don't think they were shooting dice until after that.
So after that, cool. Okay, then they could have been inside, because if they was on the outside, one of those statements said that they saw all 3 of them walk out and 2 people come back in. And I was assuming that they were outside the door.
Wayne said that they walked through the game, didn't he?
Exactly. So I mean, you got to have something to throw the goddamn dice against, you know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming it was the door. But at the same time, that would be kind of fucking stupid to throw dice against the door on the outside of it when that fucking door can open at any time.
Well, I've seen these guys playing dice out on the sidewalk, and they ain't even got nothing throwing it against. But if they were throwing it, I would have to, the Vice Lords, as far as Wayne Anderson, Cocky, Jonathan, Smacks, Hollywood, that group would fit in if Little Ty was in that area as well, because they are from the same area where they live at.
Mm-hmm.
And so for them, the girls to walk through their game, that would make sense that they were right there by the door, between the bathroom and the doorway. But again, the TY sister, the group of 5-6 girls, they had left. So that did give a little bit more room space-wise, because they left as soon as TY's live ended.
Okay.
Vice Lords didn't come in until right at 3 o'clock. And then they were playing their dice game, and then the girls walked through it. See what I'm saying?
So it would make sense that they were on the inside of the room.
Yes.
I'm playing dice. Okay.
It's always been the Vice Lords inside, and maybe the Wilsons on the outside, because there's only a couple of the Wilsons that were throwing dice together. I would assume they were throwing dice. Then again, they all may have been throwing dice together. I don't know.
All right, I want to ask this to the chat. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if you feel like there were some people outside the room when Kenneka and the girls walked out, and put a 2 if you feel like there was no one out there but the girls. Because that's one thing that is important as well, because if Shamaya and Monifa was out there with her at first, and then Shamaya come in the room, and then moments later, however long, I don't know, Monifa come back in, if there was anybody outside that room that seen her in the state that she supposedly be in, because we seen her come off the elevator. When she came off the elevator, she looked drunk as shit. And we know, of course, what they found in her blood was the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? And but the level where her alcohol blood level was, it wasn't drunk enough. I mean, it wasn't high enough to have her walking the way we saw her walking.
Exactly.
But then, you know, they say the tapirmate, it affects, and trust me, I know about it because people in my city use it as well. And I've never seen nobody affected like that with the little bit of fucking alcohol that she drunk. But they didn't find no other drugs in her system, right? And they had two yeah.
Toxicology. Yes, I agree. And so that opens the door to speculation.
Exactly. Is there any drug? I know you do a lot of research, and that's why I respect you and I ask you questions. Is there any drug that she could have been given that by the time they did that toxicology report on her, that would have been gone?
Yeah, every drug that she probably took regularly anyway.
So, if and the only reason I showed this part of that video, the first video I showed when the manager came to the door, and Ty had the camera on him and his sister. They had some suspect moving going on, and you know what I feel like they was doing, but I don't have proof because none of that shit showed up in the toxicology report. But what I feel, and I don't want to just put them out there because I don't want nobody fucking with nobody. They have shit to do with it, but it did look like they was spiking somebody's drink.
In the bathroom? Or
No,
what?
on Ty's Live. You remember when?
Oh, you talking about when they were together, their brother?
Yeah.
When they scratched his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
because it just bothers me that the way she was walking, and we
Well,
never seen her turn no bottle up like they say she did.
Okay, if you think about this, if they did that, how long does it take? How long does it take for it to kick in?
Shit, I don't know what they gave them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chicago's different. I don't know what they do there. But
I had somebody in my chat not too long ago mention, like you did about their area, using the tapirmate as a party drug, but they also said that they've heard them using it as a cut in those ecstasy pills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, if she was taking it on a regular basis anyway, because we know the level shows that she was taking it on a regular basis, if they were to, again, it opens to speculation, but if they were to, whoever made the pills and manufacturer on the street there, if he used it for a cut as well, then she would have extra in her system. But I don't know, again, not ever taking it myself or seeing anybody on it, I couldn't tell you whether or not it's her walk like that. In my personal feeling, it's still the brain swelling, putting the pressure on the equilibrium, making her walk like that.
I mean, if this is something that she normally does, what happened that night that caused her to be so fucked up? If it was no other drug and it was just alcohol and tapirmate, and this is something that she normally does, because we done heard they party all the time, and if this is something that tapirmate is something she normally takes, what the fuck created that problem that night? You know what I'm saying? It couldn't have been just that by itself. It couldn't have been.
No, that's why I feel like it had to do with that brain swelling. But what is it that causes the brain swelling?
What caused it brain swelling? And it had to happen, right? Or you feel like it happened after the final video that we seen her when she was walking toward the freezer, and we felt like she came back out. You felt like the brain swelling, something happened after that, or do you feel like it started when she started walking?
I think the brain swelling probably took place after TY's live ended, before she left that room. But
nobody did nothing to her. They don't find, at least what the report say they found no
How many
physical
people-
damage except that cut.
How many people were in the rooms? You got to think about that, because nobody else heard those arguments going on between Sakara and Monifa.
Exactly, and nobody else seen her go to sleep, but
We only
Shakar.
know about it because of those 2020 lives. So that's why I feel like TY and them walked out when his sisters and them walked out. Maybe they walked him to the elevator, that type of thing. They obviously didn't walk him all the way out because we didn't see them downstairs. Maybe they went off to another room, that other kids' party, because if Miss Jackie's correct, that other kids' party would have been cousins to Tanisha.
A kids party. Well, I heard about the kids party. I just don't believe they would have went there. Now let me ask you this.
Because his family, he is very family oriented, as messed up as that is. The whole Nesbitt clan, if you want to call them that, they are very family oriented.
I want to answer this question to a young elder. He asked, was there any signs of rape or physical abuse from the autopsy? The only sign that they had was a cut on her foot. And they said there was no signs of rape. Now, they didn't say there was no signs of sexual activity, because we seen her laying in that freezer, pants unbuckled, unbuttoned,
Somebody asked me that the other day, and we zoomed in. The pants are buttoned, but they are just down below where they should be.
So they down where they should be.
Below where they should be. In other words, they weren't pulled up over her hips or whatever you want to call it, But they were closed. The zipper and the button was done.
So to me, it sounds like either somebody was trying to yank them down, or she was trying to pull them up.
I always looked at it as somebody was trying to pull them up on her.
Who? Wasn't the police?
No.
So, you haven't even talked about this, but if somebody was trying to pull them up on her, of course, that means she came in contact with somebody before she got in that freezer, which I don't think nobody in this chat feels like she just walked in that damn freezer. She didn't.
It's for me, what I keep in my mind, because of my even if I don't take my whole theory, if I just take the part of it of her being put in the freezer, I still feel like that the laundry cart was used to move her around, and that's how she got that scrape on her ankle and why her shoe fell off, got knocked off. So I could see a lot of her clothes being not right if they would have used the clothes to hold on to, maybe. But then it would, but I argue myself with that, because then the pants might be too far up. Then, like if they used the belt loop to pick her up, type of thing, then we wouldn't have seen the pants down lower than where they should have been. So I have to throw that idea out as far as using her pants to her belt loop or whatever, to yank her up or what, that type of thing. But what we do see when she's on the ground, on the floor in the freezer, the jacket bunched up under her armpits, like if somebody was holding on to her that way.
Holding up, yeah.
Yeah. And they slid their hands out.
So she wore no socks, correct? She had just her J's on with no socks on, right?
Correct.
According to her. Because of course, when she's actually walking, and it does look like that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. When she's walking into the final kitchen, it looked like you see some black around her goddamn ankles. But when she's in the freezer, you don't find a sock. You do not find a sock, just a shoe.
No, but remember we looked at her in the lower kitchen when we slowed it down and zoomed in, and we could see like her skin on the ankles.
Yeah.
So
you talking about the East kitchen or the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's walking with 3 feet on one leg.
She was, that was from a little more of a distance, but yeah. I remember us watching it.
But I think I threw out the sock idea, worrying about it when the family said that she normally wore didn't wear socks with tennis shoes. So
Let's check this out. This is I'm gonna try to find and let everybody see what we're talking about. So
yeah,
it's not like what the hell are they talking about? So let me take this comment off the screen real quick. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I went too far. What time does that say?
3:33.
Okay, let me go back somewhere. All right, so here we go.
I see what you're saying, Mr. Fresh Source TV. So pyramid actually crosses the blood-brain barrier, which can cause her to be disoriented. But given the amount she had in her system, I question why did they label it as a contributing factor in her.
All right, so it should be popping up shortly. It happens like at 3:27:42, something like that.
40 something, yeah.
Yeah. And mean that I'm playing it through stream or I can't slow it down. But the questions that comes to one's mind is like with the footage and how many different footages we done seen, because so many people has did their thing to it and did this to it and did this to it. It becomes a story, and I want to let people know that the best footage you could have ever used is the one from the case file. You know what I'm saying? Unless you actually filed for the FOIA. And if you don't know what that is, I don't even think they're doing it anymore.
You can still do a FOIA, but it's going to cost you. They're not doing it for free. So.
Oh, okay. But here it's kind of hard to tell, definitely for me, because it looks like her pants leg damn near go into her shoe, because she's actually walking from a distance from where the camera is located. You feel me?
Yes.
But
yes.
If y'all ever want to take a look at it for yourself, just pull up this footage, and you'll find any good footage on Chloe's page. I think I have some of it as well. But let me hit the chat out because I don't forget my people in the chat. All right. So, thank you. Just responded to
Fresh Source.
Fresh TV. Let's see. Victoria Slater says, I seen black socks myself on someone's video. I forgot who it was. And I'm pretty sure I know who it was because they actually did an entire video about it. And what's her name? This is the one who do the was it something star? What's her name?
Oh, Candace.
Candace, yeah. Candace did a video on it a while ago, and she actually used my footage, and she slowed it down, and it did look like black socks. It really did, but she never had no black socks on when they got out that freezer. But of course, we feel like she was found in a different freezer, and she was moved to that freezer. Now, I don't know who all feel that way or ever even thought about that, but she didn't just walk in that freezer. When you see her walk back there, you never see the shadow, just like the manager. When the manager walked to that door, you seen his shadow reflect off that door. You never seen that with Kenneka. So how the hell you expect us to believe that she walked in the goddamn freezer? And see, these are the type of questions that you and I, and maybe a lot of people in the chat, want to know, what the fuck was Rosemont PD doing? It's like, that's basic investigation shit. You know what I'm saying? And
it's hard again. Like I said, just, with her family coming up in the beginning saying she mostly never wore socks. It's hard for us not knowing her to know, because I'm sure her family didn't inspect her when she walked out the door. Are you wearing your socks? Are you wearing your drawers? Are that type of thing,
But and didn't she leave from her sister's house?
The last family member was with Leonora, yes.
Right. So of course Leonora's not going to check it out. That's her damn sister. But
Yeah.
let's see here. Barack states, and I think Neutral just what happened? What was it? Did I miss something? Because now it says it's gone. But whatever it was, I appreciate you. I don't know what it said, but
On the chat,
yeah, look, it says Neutral removed something.
all right, let me see. Because you'll see it on the StreamYard.
I see one. I don't know if this is it right
D,
here.
That's it. I think he's saying hello to D, maybe.
I see. Remember that the mother is an Eastern Star. After this happened, she was elevated. I heard that as well.
I think Hell of a Chick did a pretty good video on that.
Yes. That really makes Teresa look like an uncaring mother, if that is the case. And you know how we feel about that. We try to not say nothing bad about her because regardless of how you feel about Teresa, there's a lot of things that just seem suspect. And I'm not saying she had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
But
I think in her video, nobody could find any proof or evidence that Teresa was actually an Eastern Star. So, if anybody has any proof or evidence of that, feel free to give it to anybody so they could publicize it.
Most definitely. That's a great question, Gold 24 Carat. How did her shoe go off and come off?
Again, I don't know. We can only speculate.
Yeah, it's it. That's the only thing we can do. And that's one thing we don't like to do because if you don't have proof to support it, you shouldn't be putting that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows how that cut got on her foot. You can assume.
Yeah, if you do say it, at least let it be known that it's your speculation and that it's not a fact or anything like that.
Yeah, Mama J said Teresa is not an Eastern Star. And she said there is proof. So yeah, when I do videos or go live, I let you know that this is how I feel. This is not 100% facts unless I know something to be facts. But again, I did this live just to focus on that time frame because I don't know how you guys feel, but to me, that would explain a lot more. And the fact that it's going on 4 years, I hope no one is expecting for any of our friends to tell you anything different from what they have already told us.
I was going to call up the producer and see if they could make another show just to rile up these girls again so they go live again.
You 100% right, because once pressure hits, it busts pipes. And people sometimes will fold. But if you're not applying pressure to them, they're going to shut the fuck up. They ain't going to say nothing.
Tawanda, are you referring to Leonora's comment during the protest in front of the hotel when she said that about, and we got the video, there's more videos coming out, we got the videos or something like that? If you are, what she was referring to was the Snapchats and whatnot, because of she was privy to them as soon as they found out that Kenneka was missing, when they started questioning the friends and stuff.
I just want to reply to this comment by Teresa. Teresa Hatcher, not Teresa. But I heard that as well, and I think I actually seen that video. And that's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's like he's going. That's why I say never be closed-minded. You stick with what you feel, and so you're never wrong. You stick to that story. You close your mind to any other fucking ideas that anybody else see or any other visions that somebody else see that you might not know, and you just close it off and like, fuck it, that's just the end of it. It should never be that.
His downfall.
Yes, exactly. It was. Because just imagine.
He just got to the point where he said, okay, it matches up with Rosemont, and he quit. That's why he was not able to explain the timestamps correctly, because he didn't follow through with his research.
Yeah. Just imagine kicking the door with the top of your fucking foot. It's gonna bruise. How's it gonna cut? How's it gonna cut? When you got a Jordan on top of it, it's gonna bruise. It's not gonna be a cut.
Now, Dee is saying about Jordans being hard to come off. You got to remember, if I remember correctly, Kenneka doesn't tie her shoes up, lace them, or tie the laces on them. She just tucks them in.
Right.
So.
And that's what a lot of people do. So it could have been hard to come off. I mean, easy to come off if she didn't tie them motherfuckers up. But if you string up your drawers and tie them, bitch, they ain't coming off easily. I can promise you that. I got 20-something fucking pair of Jordans. I know. Let's see here. Okay, we already talked about that.
I'll go back and look at these shoes real quick while y'all are doing that.
Okay. For real, let's see. Most definitely. But y'all sit tight. I just want to play a little jam real quick, and we're gonna come back. Hit on a couple more things, and like I said, I don't hold people forever. I don't do no long live. I can't. I'm not. Shut up. I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about me. I can't stay on here that goddamn. I'll break mine down into segments. But again,
I'm sorry. Her shoes. The tongue is like pulled away from her foot, and the strings are hanging out everywhere.
Okay.
So that to me is not. It would be like if somebody put her shoes on her because they didn't tuck those laces in. The laces aren't going to come out like that by themselves.
Right. I got you. All right. 1 second here. Just trying to find a song real quick, and then we'll be right back. Let's see here. Let's just do this one. I ain't hear this song in a while.
Gotta know the struggle's gonna come. Couple words of advice, just face them, pimp don't run. Even if you're sitting on that, even if the drama keep coming, take a look at yourself, analyze that. Maybe you can use some help. Sometimes you gotta lose yourself. Think about what's right, what's best. I don't think nobody likes stress. It's too much stress that can make you depressed. Recognize who in your corner. Show love, don't jump on them. Even if you're hotter than the goddamn sauna. The people that for life, you don't need no loner. That's a little free game and a bonus. The people they can change in the moment. Try dealing with a bitch that's phony. Swear to God, you gon' end up lonely. And all of that love that you wanted, you gon' be sad that it's over.
Billy got waves, so you know the beat is lit.
What goes around, it comes around. What go up must come down. Must come down.
Sitting in the midst of the flame, no one else to blame. 360 with the bullshit, homie, you can miss me. Acting all horse and prissy, like a bitch. Straight G shit this here. This shit gon' break that fear. Set the record straight for the magistrate, right before the hate appears. right before the rise of the sun, for the ebb and the flows of the seas, in between the changing of the seasons, so that you can't make believe. Then accept the truth for what it is. But confirmation and proof is how I live. For the proper position is how I give. Everything meaningful to the real. On the real, I'ma blow. I'ma sit like the spook that sat by the door. I'ma grow. My growth and development is evident, yo. Never on pause. Universal laws, know the cause and effects. Work with calm and know nature's mama. So through the drama, keep yourself in check.
What goes around, it comes around. What go up must come down, 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 What goes around, it comes around. What go up must come down, 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 down.
Body to beat global. And we ain't playing with you.
All right, we are back. So pretty much I done touched on everything that I wanted to touch on, and hopefully it opened up some people's eyes to another view. If you didn't see what I see, or you disagreed, or never looked at things that way, I definitely want to say, if you're looking for the truth in this particular case, you just have to follow. If you haven't done a lot of research, follow the people that's putting out logical shit, man. You gotta know the difference between people who just want you to click on their shit than the people who really is looking for the truth. If I was one of those type of people, you would have seen a shitload of videos. I didn't have nothing, but some things just crossed my mind, and I was like, I never talked about this, and I gotta let them know how I feel, see things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little bit more research, so don't think this is the last you're gonna see from me. But Chloe, you got anything else that you want to touch on that that's surrounding what we were talking about?
I'm assuming what all y'all were talking about, since I didn't get notified of the majority.
It was pretty much about the two videos that I did recently.
Okay.
What happened from the point where she supposedly got picked up and took out the room, and what happened out the room, because that's gonna tell a lot.
Well, if we could get Irene's phone up.
That'll never happen.
Maybe I could set her up to get on the panel or something. We should ask her a lot of. I mean, in all fairness, a lot of people I've heard say that in the community. Go get Monique, go get Irene or whatever to get up on your panel. I'm like, why would they want to come talk on my channel? I mean, if they got something to say, they only say things in their emotions. So again, unless somebody's gonna come out with a show, get them all worked up, this may be all the information that's given to us.
Now, I brought up something. I brought up something earlier that me and you talked about. Remember, you said you don't think this case will ever be reopened. Now, think about how long Kendrick Johnson case was closed. It's now open. Does that give you any type of motivation?
No.
That this one can do the same?
Different circumstances. Different circumstances. That's why.
Give us the biggest difference between the two.
Oh, why are you going to put me in that hot seat?
Well, if it depends on what your answer is going to be, then you don't have to.
Miss Jackie Kendrick was pushing and put her entire family in financial debt to get the case reopened. And she didn't stop.
And we know, and we both know, because I always talk to you about this, for some unknown reason, which you got your opinion, ever since her death, that family been looking nice, dressing nice, looking like they living large. So you mean to tell me they ain't got it? Which we know why. We done talked about it. We ain't got to talk about it now on why it's not being pushed. Because
I can say this much. If this will make anybody any happier, I got the password to my old laptop and I was able to access that conversation I had with the lady, and I plan on putting that out.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully this weekend.
Cool.
I gotta edit my mouth off of it because I ain't fixing to incriminate myself. But because, like I said, I recorded the conversation, and being that she is from that area, being that she has been in these groups, being that she catfished a cop, being that she put out or took part in producing the MTV and the Oxygen Network shows, y'all might want to hear what she has to say.
Definitely.
It was August of 2018. So,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
August of 2018 is when the phone call was made to me, and which was a month before the first anniversary. So, yeah.
Anybody who wanna have any ideas or want anything you want me to look into, or whatever, my email is in the chat. It's right there before you. Make sure I type it in right. Yeah, gardenfam199@gmail.com. Like I said, if there's any, people from the J4K community in the chat that actually does videos on it, I don't have no problem working with anybody. It's not a competition to me.
Yep.
I'm in it for one reason only, to find the fucking truth. That's it. That's all I'm here for. And I'm gonna keep going. Chloe kind of motivated me to get back in this shit because, it's so many new YouTubers out here that's doing this case, and they're making the same mistakes that some of us made in the very beginning. We're only here to help.
Working on Clark, getting him over.
Yeah, Clark's good.
He got married. He's got to obey. So
what? What? I'm sorry. I'm just playing. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the case discussion. Appreciate Chloe for sliding through. Be expecting more videos from me, as well as Chloe. Chloe does a lot of stuff. Chloe's funny with hers, though. She's very funny.
Chloe likes watching other people's stuff. So
yes, yes. If you putting out something that just don't make no sense at all, Chloe's watching. So
no, I mean, I'm not just talking about in that kind of way. Like you,
okay.
You made the comment before you said something about that you hadn't really been pushing to put any Kenneka videos out because I was already putting everything out, and it kind of made me feel some type of way. But then I understood what you meant. But at the same time, I do still enjoy watching somebody else put something out.
Yeah, I mean, we know why people continuously just put out information that just doesn't make sense, because they want to keep you to their page. They want to build a page, or they want to just keep getting paid for whatever reason.
Miss Jackie made a good point. She says that sometimes it feels like we in the true J4K community that have the good heart in the right place, that we're not always fighting to get justice or put out information about justice area. A lot of times it does have to be turned over to just knock some of this other nonsense off of it, so that it doesn't become part of it in the long run.
Right.
That makes sense.
No, it does. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, emails in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Chloe. Check out her live. She go live late nights, and it's very interesting because a lot of people come on her page because she's done extensive research and they ask questions. You know what I'm saying? And she does her best to explain it to you so you can understand why she feels or what she sees. Now, no one is claiming to be the smartest person in the J4K community, because we're not. But
never.
We stand by what we have researched and have learned. And that's one thing I respect about Chloe. So y'all be easy. And like I always tell my people on my goddamn lives, wear your goddamn mask. Wear your goddamn mask. That shit is not playing out there. I'm telling you. I just lost my mother. It's not playing. Ain't no such thing as, oh, I'm good. Okay. Until it hits you or hit somebody close to you, you'll say, damn, I should have listened. It's no joke out there, people. So with that being said, I always end my show with my video about my mom because I love my mom to death and I miss her. I just laid her to rest yesterday. But y'all will see me soon, man. One love. Y'all be easy.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
No doubt. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Corey. Here's Going Away. And I'll be seeing y'all soon. As soon as I find this, there you go. One love.
Girl, I am sexy.
Hit with another one.
Hey, yo, Al Dance.
Mama left her son, it took my soul from me. It left your bow at night, empty toilet bowl running. Kept it a whole hundred, paid her dues on old night. Mama from that old she was dope as fuck, a cold woman. I never thought the day would come that I would lose her. Give her the highest praise, we know that is hallelujah. Pimpin', I just gotta do it. So watch me put my step into it. She didn't like that riding music, but this one here gon' keep her grooving. And mama let her hear her baby boy sing. I was singing to my mama till there's no pain. I wish I could go back to the old days. I miss you, mama. I know that you're gone away, but I'ma see you one day. I'ma see you one day. Ain't too much more to say. Just know your baby's okay. I'm okay. See you right now, that'll make the pain go away. It'll make it go away. Reaching out now, hoping that you feel no pain, no pain. Mama, I'ma see you one day. I came about you in the early 80s. 8 pounds, 13 ounces, such a curvy baby. My pops was Jim and Night, my pops was really light. They say that I was spoiled, they say my mama got it right. Working day and night, my mama, she made a way. Mama love her baby, don't know where she got energy, but what she had, she sent to me, cause I be killing me. Shout out to my precious queen, cause God keep blessing me. And everything she taught me made a better me. And now I'm older now, I done learned my letters. So my manners and my pleasantry. My mama was heavenly, so what I plan to be, it's gonna take the man in me. She gone away, but I'ma see you one day. I'ma see you one day. Ain't too much more to say, just know your baby's okay. I'm okay. See you right now, that'll make the pain go away. It'll make it go away. Reaching out now, hoping that you feel no pain, no pain. Mama, I'ma see you one day. Mama, I'ma see you one day.
Body to beat global.
You know we miss you. We always gonna love you. See you when we get there.